Thank you, Lisa, for the wonderful introduction. Now everybody knows me, I guess. Well, I'm going to date it back a little more. It's a cold January night. An older woman was waiting anxiously outside of the hospital. She looked overly excited, but also nervous. As soon as a beautiful baby girl's voice burst the hospital sky, she paused, stopped, turned around, and left. That older woman was my grandmother, my father's mother. And yes, that baby girl was me. Now you might wonder why my own grandmother would turn away simply because I was a girl. Family. And it was right about the time when I first started implementing the one-child policy, which means every family only had one opportunity in getting their favorite boy. My father was the only son my grandma had, so she was so disappointed that the family tradition is going to end with me that she can't bear to even look at me on the day I was born. Of course, I was too young to remember all of that. My mother ensured me that later, because of my chubby cheeks and lovely smile, I finally won her over. But still, it left a big mark in my little heart. I didn't know what it means to be a girl, but all I ever wanted it is to be a boy. So my grandmother would love me the same. So I tried to do boy things, and even I wanted to refer myself as boy, and I wanted to get in fight with boys just to prove that I can do the same thing they could. Fast forward, I was in high school, and if you know anything about the Chinese education system, it's in the high school where they really ended up the pressure. I was struggling with physics, so I came to the best physics student in my class, and I said, "Can you please help me?" Instead, he looked at me and he started laughing and said, "Oh, you're a girl. You're supposed to suck in physics." I was crushed. I was devastated. The feeling of being abandoned, the feeling of lesser and inferior to boy had come back to me again. And it was the first time that I was old enough that I started to question my own worth. I keep on asking myself, what am I? What am I supposed to do in life? Am I really lesser than a boy because I can't solve a problem? Am I lesser because my grandmother doesn't love me the same? With that question, I was confused, like many teenagers, but I keep on busting. I keep on going forward. So I accomplished something. I feel super confident. And then something else happened and crushed me again. And I'm sure some of you have the same feeling, and you know what I meant. It was with this same confusion and confidence, getting confused again and getting more confident again, that I walk into my adulthood. And as a matter of fact, I was still confused until I moved to Iowa. Well, and of course, when I first moved here, I was confused and how to get gas into my car. I didn't know how to drive on the snow. I didn't know why we call corned beef, because I for sure thought that we have corn in the beef that I was ordering. But I quickly get used to Iowa life, and I fell in love, and I felt like I was not confused anymore. So first of all, I want to thank Mr. Harry Stein. Thank you. You're the first Iowan who has entrusted me and given me the opportunity to lead Stein Seed into China. For that, I'm forever grateful. And I want to thank our own governor, now Ambassador Terry Branstad, and thank you for showing me a little bit act of kindness and the Iowa nice can have a huge impact when it comes to people. And I'm happy to report, after being in Iowa for over a decade, I'm officially nicer. And I also want to thank Connie Weimer and the Business Record for giving me this prestigious award, because my mother-in-law was the first woman who was getting this award. So thank you, Cyril, for being the role model for me. And also thank you for Business Record, not only because of this award, but also for providing me with the opportunity that my husband and I, when we first co-started the business, we were on the cover story. And that have helped us found our first client, Excel Marketing. So thank you, Terry, for being here today. And then after that, I found other clients along the way. And thank you for being here today, sitting in the audience supporting me. I also want to thank Mayor County for giving me the opportunity to represent the city of Des Moines. And I want to thank Roger and Penny as well. It's been a pleasure working with you, and thank you for supporting my nomination as well. And of course, I need to thank Suku Radia, Don Coffin, and Emily Abbas from Bankers Trust for submitting the nomination. And Don, the list goes on, and Don from University of Iowa, and also the late Johnny Daniel. He was one of my mentors that I was tremendously grateful for him, and he supported my nomination, and I'm very sorry that he couldn't be here today to see that. I want to thank Iowa and want to thank this wonderful community. I couldn't spend enough time thanking everyone, because here in Iowa that I not only found a family, a career, a lovely husband. Thank you, Justin, for everything you have done for me. But also, I have found my calling in life. I have found a new passion. And I realized it's nothing to be ashamed of being a woman, because it's something to be celebrated for. Look at this big party we have today. And I realized that we can make a difference, and I will carry this on. And I found, and with this new passion that I have to create bridge between the people from China and Iowa, I will work even harder every day. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.